My name is Lee Walter and I work primarily in watercolor, and most of my subject matter is inspired by nature. I love the natural world, and it's either landscapes or whatever critters or flora and fauna that I find. I use a poured watercolor technique which produces art that looks more like a print in some ways. And what I love about it is you get these layer after layer of transparent watercolor that result in a really rich image. And what makes this process so different is instead of just applying paint with a brush, I use masking fluid. And for example, in this painting, I masked out all the whites. And then I poured the lightest value of paint, not using a brush, but from a cup, onto the paper. And I then masked out the next lightest value, keeping that masking fluid there. And I repeated that process over and over again, maybe 8-10 times. In the darkest areas, there may be 5, 6, 8 layers of watercolor, and that gives it a really rich value. And at the very end, I peel off the masking fluid, and that's that ta-da moment when I find out whether I've been able to produce the product that I had in my mind. What makes my art different, I think, from many of the other artists who pour paint is that I really seek to create texture with it. A lot of times people who pour will just use big shapes, and that again is beautiful, but I enjoy the detail in nature, and I try to recreate some of that in exciting ways in my paintings. It's very time consuming, but in the end pretty rewarding when you get to look at the wings of the dragonfly, for example. I work only from my own photographs, and so a lot of times I take these photographs when I'm with my family. And I look at paintings, and what I'm able to see is the experience that I had with my family when I took that photograph.